Okay, apparently she was just standing still. Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some Veigar mid lane into a Orianna. We have not played Veigar in quite some time, but there is a new item called Actualizer, and we're going to be trying to use that to make it so our abilities hit much harder. Actualizer is the one that makes it so your mana cost double, but the thing is that you deal 15% more, and then it can go even higher depending on how much mana you have. So you have to go mana build, so no death cap first item. It just won't work that way. Nice, I was able to get both. The Orianna matchup's kind of difficult. The Actualizer build, in my opinion, is going to be a more standard Veigar build, which is honestly good. I'm not a fan of Rod of Ages because I find it kind of boring. All it does is just give you it's a big stat stick, and it doesn't give you CDR, which I don't like, but it is a ridiculously strong Veigar item because Veigar really does need levels to really become powerful, and obviously that matters for every champion, but even more so for Veigar because Veigar's ratios on his Q and W both actually are lower until you max it. The ratios go up. So it was the purpose behind it when Riot nerfed Veigar way back was because Veigar bot lane was just too OP, and they didn't like that Veigar was, like, destroying AD carries, so they made it so now, obviously, if you're playing bot lane, you don't level up as fast as mid, but because I'm a mid laner, of course, we get to level up a little bit faster. So, anyways, this guy is just gonna TP back. I'll just hit her with my W, but that's all I really need. We do have First Strike and Cash Back to be able to buy items even faster and just generate more money. With the Orianna matchup, the goal is to just pay attention to her ball, like, and you will get hit occasionally. Whenever she, like, steps up like this, you should try to, oh, wait, actually, this is okay. So what's gonna happen here is that I'm just gonna go for that farm. She's tanking a little bit of minion wave. I'll just base here, because honestly, I feel like, because she used her TP, I just TP back, and then I'll be fine. So I TP back, she already used her TP, and then we got a little bit of a chunk onto her, plus our buy was just a little bit better too. Plus I got the wave. Yeah, but really, it's difficult to dodge Orianna Ball because it's a pretty fast thing, so I mean, do the best that you can, but ultimately, just remember that you're gonna get hit quite frequently, and this champion honestly doesn't have good kill threat until, like, level 6. Even, like, level 9 is kind of a huge deal, because finally your AP ratio of your Q is much better. Right now, the AP ratio is 55%. It goes up to 70. She kind of walks into my abilities quite frequently, which is really nice, but I'm not going to be able to get that cannon, which kind of sucks. Is she doing W max? Because her Q, I swear, didn't land on me there. Our cage is one of our strongest things. If I go for cage, I could try to set up my LeBlanc, but LeBlanc's not even rotating in, so I just kind of wasted my HP there. She just was busy with Poppy or something, which is tragic, but nonetheless, not much we can do. The good news, though, is that this guy's just spamming so much on the wave that she made herself run out of mana. So I'm gonna immediately try to shove myself to try to benefit being able to shove and then reset a better base than her, because she might miss farm here. And if she does miss farm, we're technically winning because I kind of am CSing better than her. I'm not going to go for the plate, even though it has those crystals stored on it. We don't really mind. We're going Rod of Ages first. The Rod of Ages is going to help out with being able to, I was going to sell this potion. It helps us get to that level 13 spike faster because you want your... Honestly, all of Veigar abilities are honestly crazy good. Even your cage is an AoE freaking stun, and it's a 2.5 second stun later on. It's actually kind of bonkers at how ridiculous Veigar cage is. So I get a kill. I did, like, leave for a second, though. Oh. LeBlanc should have never backed away. She should have continued walking, because if she did, we probably could have gotten her, but oh well. If Kayn committed a little bit harder, I think we would have killed, but I'll just burn my flash to finish her. Dude, why did you take my farm? What? Okay, it's fine. He was just helping me shove, surely. So nice. The reason why I wanted the Kane to come back and pinged on the way is because she kind of just recently used her flash, and you can't... Facing Veigar is nearly impossible if you ever are stuck in his cage flashless as a champion that doesn't have a dash move. You can't do anything. You either are going to get stunned, which is honestly usually the best option, or you will wait for the cage to expire. The cage lasts 3 seconds. So now you're stuck for still almost as if you're getting stunned for 3 seconds, which is kind of ridiculous. So we're just going to go Rod first. After Rod of Ages, we're going to build that Actualizer. Actualizer is the thing that I can activate for that 8 seconds of empowered ability damage. When I tested it versus like another build where I go like... I'll just harass. I don't have my ultimate. Anyways, when I damage tested it with like versus Shadow Flame as an item, obviously Shadow Flame is superior when you don't have the active going. But then when you have the active going, it's about like 10% better. Oh no, I'm not gonna get it. I already know that I won't. Oh wait, never mind, I did. My auto attack did like no damage there. That was crazy bad. I'm hitting the Poppy hard with my abilities. Nice, I got another kill. Dude, I'm getting so fed early on with Veigar. When you start getting fed on Veigar, you become very, very powerful very quickly because... I mean, the whole entire reason why you pick this champion is because you want to get those permanent AP stacks from either last hitting with Q or landing abilities onto enemy champions. Landing abilities onto enemy champions always will be a more effective way of getting to massive stacks because you can hit way more frequently, and also takedowns also give you like 5. So my AP per minute... with your stacks should be about 10 per minute in a pretty average game, and it becomes usually better the longer the game goes if you're skirmishing a lot, and we're already at that 10 per minute threshold, so we're already feeling really confident. Oh, you didn't kill her? Yikes. I'm definitely gonna die here, there's no way out. I'm just gonna deal as much damage as I can. I'll buy my Rod of Ages, so then we can start stacking it. I'll buy my Sork Boots, just so I can run around a little bit faster. I was worth a big shutdown there, which Clegg got, but that's okay. Not really worried about that. We're so freaking strong. For me to get Rod of Ages at this timing, especially with already having level 2 boots, is pretty ridiculous. Wait, am I getting myself killed here? Am I okay? Like, my gosh, I'm kind of scared. Be sure to only last it with your Q if you can. I mean, sometimes I might use W to try to clear a wave that I feel like I couldn't otherwise get, but otherwise you should just always be last hitting with Q. Prepping the melee so it's easier to last hit. Got the cannon. Chance I get ganked, but I just want to auto-attack the turret once to get those platings for myself. We'll use my W just to prep these melees again so I can just last hit with my Q. If you want to poke somebody or kill them, you usually do it with W only if you cage, because it's too far away. Otherwise, you have to poke them with Q. So, like, if I use cage here, you might be able to look. Otherwise, it's just, like, Q angles. You don't really have many opportunities to hit them besides the range of this. I got level 9, which gave me one of those free skill potions, so my W just got another level in it, which means that the damage just went up significantly, because once again the AP ratio of my W goes up every single level. A little bit of poke damage. I landed W because I used my cage, which made her scared. Kled was last mid, which is a bit terrifying. We see that she's somewhat rotating bot, but at the same time not, because she realizes that there's probably no way to actually defend. My teammates only traded 1-for-1 on that dive. That's okay, though. I need to probably place my cage so she's inside the middle of it rather than go for the stun. That's alright, though. That's gonna hit her for sure. That's big damage. She wants this cannon bad, by the way. Everybody wants cannon. Darn. Too bad I wasn't able to stop it. She might... Oh, wow. Oh, she only lived because my Q didn't land, but it's because she flashed. I didn't think that my cage would land, so that's why I backstepped and hesitated for a second. If I knew it was going to land, I probably could have killed her. It's alright, though. Do I want to try to get this guy to jump on me? It doesn't look like she really wants to. Not bad. I mean, this guy doesn't have flash anymore, honestly. If anybody ganks her, I guess it's possible to probably kill, but it's also only if I can cage too, I guess. When I take damage, I... will be able to regen some mana, because that's how Rod of Ages works, since Rod of Ages heals you when you use abilities, and then when you take damage, it refunds some of it as mana. But I don't really think I should just stick around for now. I mean, it is pretty fast getting back mid, since home guards are so freaking powerful. Allows you to just rotate straight back, and we're still CSing fine. My stacks per minute is looking very good. After Actualizer, we will be going for Death Cap, because the Death Cap obviously is like a huge item to get. It's like one of the more important items for us. Dude, I wish that you honestly didn't even get the cannon. I kind of wanted it for myself. That's right, though. Our quest is done, so we have upgraded boots now. I just one-shot that guy, kinda. But that's pretty standard Veigar things. If you ever land your WQ, once you finally have levels in your abilities, they start hitting so freaking hard. It's only 12 minutes into the game, and I one-rotated her with the most basic combo ever. Just one Q, one auto attack, and one W killed her. Kled might try to gank me still, but we have so much control of the game that I'm honestly wondering if they're just going to give up, because my team is kind of winning hard. We need 1900 to finish this Actualizer item. That Diana's just AFK. Not sure if she's just given up or not. Oh, nope, we see her. Definitely not giving up. Looks like that guy is most likely dead. Goodness gracious, I am not going to be part of whatever this is. I'll put a pink ward that's pretty shallow over here, since I just don't want to get too deep to put down more vision, since I'm scared. We see that Orianna is going to be bot side against me. She doesn't have Merc Treads yet. I kind of try to always pay attention to these Merc Tread purchases, because it's really influential for how quickly you have to combo, because your cage doesn't last that long until you level it up later on, and Merc Treads really does make it difficult to ever land W onto somebody, even if you stun them with only level 1. Damn, I should have just went for the cannon with my Q. In fact, me missing cannon means I can't get my Actualizer now, which is even more tragic, but whatever. Darn, dude, I really have to... Oh, those give 3, nice. And then we'll just back here. Actualizer is now completed. Besides the bonus damage, remember it also makes it so your cooldowns progress 30% faster, so using my W or Q or E will be much quicker as well, which will feel very good. Dragon is available, even though the team just died. We still might be able to contest because they're low as well. No way I missed that. That's so crazy to me, but whatever. They might rotate for me, but LeBlanc's in an area where she might be able to see them, unless she's just not going to stay in that area where they can loop on me. It really depends. Looks like I'm okay for now. I'm somewhat okay with skirmishing. As long as I'm not the one that gets hit by the full combo of like a Poppy wall bang into Orianna ultimate into Diana ultimate and I just die in one hit, that would be a pretty difficult thing for me to deal with. $214 stacks at 16 minutes, still not bad. Death cap is in our future for sure. It's gonna be like pretty soon, honestly. Top's just gonna die. Man, my team was able to take this other turret too? Alright, after we shove out then, we should just immediately try to rotate to help out with taking another objective. It's pretty important. Darn, I was hoping that they would rotate closer to this wall, but they didn't. Tragic. Orianna looked like she was last rotating bot, so we should be able to hit mid here. Kled's still top. Sivir's just doing their stuff, but it doesn't really matter too much. Not gonna get any stacks, but I use my Actualizer there in hopes of maybe just like one-tapping that Poppy, but she does have Merc Tread, so I think one of my abilities might have just never landed. That's okay though. I'll rotate top for these guys. There is no flank wards really, so it's probably best to just like walk there, if anything. I'll just ult here. Might as well. Just make sure that we get the kill no matter what. My first strike has generated 300 gold. We do have enough for a blasting wand, but there also is a blue buff, so let me just grab that real fast. The real spike point for my champion is going to be that purchase of the death cap. That's going to be freaking wild. I wish that this told you how much damage you would be dealing, but sadly it doesn't tell you. The stats that it gives also gives us ability haste, unlike Shadow Flame, but as I mentioned, I mean, the damage is just slightly better than Shadow Flame while the active is going. Otherwise, it's like 10% worse damage. We see that Urgot is like kind of getting into a little bit of a skirmish topside. I'll TP here. This honestly looks like a fight. And I'm in like a decent position, I think. She's dead. I managed to use my Actualizer and just pressed R on her. She barriered, but it hit for like 1,000 damage. So it just broke everything because Veigar ultimate does more damage the lower they are, so it's going to hit really hard. Nice, I got the cannon, good. Very good control of the game. I don't think that we can really go for this guy up here. I'm just like thinking if there's any angles of attack so far, but it doesn't look like it. We have our home guards again from our mid lane quest, so I guess I'll just do that. Gosh, I feel like I want to buy a Medjai's, but I think Death Cap is probably like such a massive spike, and I mean, I'm really delaying it by a lot if I did that. So I'll go Medjai's if I can keep that 10 stack Darkseal for myself instead. Aw, really? Yikes, bro. Oh, never mind, not yikes. Okay, well, I used my Actualizer for a single W hit, which was maybe not the smartest, but that's alright. We got her. That's the important thing. It also is their jungler, and I mean, no jungler does mean that rushing Baron probably will end up good for us. I mean, a lot of times doing Baron is just up to if we can prevent the enemy team from killing us while we're maybe dying a little bit to it. But our team kind of does it pretty quickly. And now I have death cap as long as I can get these 2 minions. I heard Flood ultimate, so I'm just trying to know if he's just, like, doing that in base because they don't really care anymore. Kind of looks like they are. 833 AP at 21 minutes. My Actualizer is up again, and I definitely want to utilize it. I feel like if I just press QR on any of their squishies that don't have any merc treads, they'll probably die instantly. And if I land W, I mean, even better. My W hits for 1,200, and I'm increasing that amount by 22% about. It's kind of crazy. I really want to be able to, like, one-shot one of them, but this Orianna plays so far away that the chance of me being able to get her probably are pretty slim right now. Unless she steps up a little bit closer than she is now, there's probably no hope. And I don't really want to use my flash unless it's for, like, a cooler play than just one-tapping her. I did use Actualizer here. All I did was Q plus R. It did not kill. I mean, it was pretty close, but sadly she just barely was able to escape there. She should die here, though. No! The game ended beforehand. Oh, well. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We're going to try to probably do game 2 of it, because also that was a pretty short game. This build path does feel pretty good, in my opinion. I do like it. It did not deal the most damage, but I imagine Urgot was probably wailing on that top lane melee pick, because Urgot's ranged all game, and unfortunately I'm versus a ranged champion. It's not that easy to do that to them. How much gold did I gen? 400 plus 700 back, so I got like 1.1k in a 23-minute game. Kind of crazy. Anyways, stay tuned for game 2. See you guys later. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to game 2 of the Veigar into a Sylas this game. They have LeBlanc support, which is pretty popular because of like Showmaker and stuff. But not gonna be too easy of a matchup in my opinion. This guy can definitely jump on us whenever he wants. We'll see if I can just like be inside of the minion wave so it doesn't hit me that bad. I do have bone plating instead of the sorcery tree, because bone plating is very good against these really annoying picks that jump on you and try to kill you all the time. Dude, how do we help you? We're gonna, like, lose our own lane from this, so I'm just not gonna rotate. Free stack. I did do a little bit more testing, and the testing kind of, like, showed that technically death cap should be more damage, right? But, so you could go Actualizer third. I mean, the trade-off of this Actualizer item, for sure, is that, firstly, at least with Rod of Ages, you have enough mana to make it useful. I would probably not recommend building this if you're not going to go mana item, but most Veigars, you will almost always buy a mana item. Death Cap, of course, cost more, and also, not only does it cost more, but, I mean, Actualizer does give 10 CDR, which isn't a lot, but CDR is more effective when you first get it, because it gives you, like, a straight 10 ability haste gives you, like, 10%, and then it gets, like, worse, kind of, because getting the first, like, 40 really is, in my opinion, the most important to get for a lot of champions. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but, anyways, besides that, the other thing to, like, think about, also this guy kind of just traded versus me pretty hard, but kind of was disrespecting how much damage I could deal back. Whoa. This guy is kind of playing with fire a little bit. I'm gonna auto attack him once. Really? So you live from that? I mean, hey, I would guess you're just the superior player, brother. I have no idea how somebody can kind of play Sylas so poorly, but at the same time still win, except for that my champion does kind of suck early on. Anyways, it's not really that concerning. When I did, like, further testing of, like, trying it out, I did realize one massive factor of why Actualizer can be very good is... Wait a second, this fight, like, is kind of important. I can't, like, be, not paying attention to this. Please, guys, look at this Lee Sin. Thank you. Really one of those double buffs. He recently used his flash, so I really wanted him to be dead. Okay. When you use it, you get that 30%, like, faster CDR. That actually does make it so you can use, like, one extra W, which is pretty bonkers, when, you're fighting somebody for 8 seconds. Because it lasts 8 seconds, right? And, if you use it right at the beginning when you're fighting somebody, you can only use W usually 2 times while dueling, so you get one full ability, which, of course, is kind of wild. This guy is so disrespectful on Sylas, it's crazy. Anyways. So that is probably the biggest trade. A little bit slow there, but that's okay. At least you're able to get the double buffs back for yourself, because this guy's playing still, like, kind of like a psychopath. But honestly, like, the thing is that, Sylas kind of does like playing like a psycho. Sylas usually just likes playing Giga Aggro, non-stop, brain off gameplay. I just, like, will jump at you, press W, heal myself, and then just really auto-attack a bunch. So, kind of makes sense. The good news, though, is that since we're getting some takedowns, we are able to, like, generate a little bit more stacks. Of course, we're down a pretty big amount of farm right now, which I think is the biggest issue. I really want that cannon. Nice, I got it. Without any help to probably shove in this wave, we're most likely screwed, but he does play so aggro that he sometimes just allows me to Q him, which probably should not be happening, but that allows me to, of course, like, maybe make a slight comeback. He's level 6. He'll die with me here, because the thing is that there's no way that the turret wouldn't kill him, so even though he's trading, you started a slow push back towards me, and now I'm going to be able to get that. Which is not bad. That's definitely not worth it for him. I had a feeling he was going to dive. I'm somewhat okay with him, like, doing a play like that, since going underneath turret just, like, shouldn't be really worth it for 1-for-1 with the minion wave being in that state. We have 57 stacks, which is alright. I imagine he'll go Merc Treads, right? We do have another AP top laner. So the Merc Tread value of this game is kind of insane. He just uses W on the wave, not that it matters too much. Ooh, I can't get this cannon, can I? Oh, man, that's sad. Oh, well. Rod of Ages is still kind of far away, but that's chill. Lee Sin just tried to Q over that wall to kick me, for sure. But it didn't work. Hello, Mr. Lee Sin. I feel like LeBlanc's behind me, isn't she? I don't know if these trades are worth it, brother. I swear this is, like, starting to get kind of difficult for you. Because if I just cage you, I feel like we just get him, no? With my Kha'Zix? See you later. The Kha'Zix took a long time because he was doing Scuttle Crab, so if you're wondering, like, why it took a while for me to get that help there, it's because of that. Finally got a pretty big punish onto him, though, because he just continues playing like a psycho and doing trades that are, like, equal, but maybe it just feels like it's winning for him, and that's why he keeps doing it. I don't know. Trading 1 for 1 I don't think is worth it ever. Dang, dude, I really missed that. That's okay, though. It's whatever. Buy Rod of Ages, that's completed. I'll just TP topside, see if maybe I can help out up here. You never know. Teammate already was able to do that successfully, and we'll just rotate back mid. We won't miss too much farm, I think, for doing that. You hear the noises as if you get stacks when you do what I just did, but it doesn't give it to you. I just was testing it just to make sure, because I don't exactly remember if it did. Those little grubs actually don't give you any stacks for some reason, because it'd just be too broken, I guess, if it did. Ooh, I got both of those, too. Very nice. This guy's, like, out of mana, so if he wants to fight me, he's gonna go Ooms very quickly, and then I'm just gonna be fine, unless he has his jungler probably help him. He might just look for a reset, though. We'll see. Did 307. I can click on the minion to see how much HP it has, so I know that I two-shot it. He has my ultimate. I don't know if that's because he's, like, setting up a gank or something, but for now, I'm feeling pretty chill. My first strike. How could you, bro? Okay. Okay. Very aggressive still, huh? Nice. So he dies. Just flash after flash. Used my ultimate kind of early just because I figured that I should just help Kha'Zix deal a bunch of damage, so if Kha'Zix wanted to be the one to flash after him, he can just go for it afterwards. This is kind of why Rod of Ages is very good on Veigar, if you're curious. If I was to go, like, a Ludens build or something, I would literally be dying so fast. Rod of Ages really does give you a pretty insane amount of tankiness. The healing you get is okay. It's not, like, insane. But the, like, tankiness of just having a bunch of HP is so amazing. It feels ridiculous. Oh yeah, another thing about Actualizer versus Deathcap, even though Deathcap technically is the superior damage item, is that the build path isn't as crappy, obviously. I mean, Deathcap build path really is so trash. Building Needless is really trash. And of course, it's less expensive too. I mean, you're spending a lot of money to buy Deathcap. Deathcap, honestly, even second item on Lux is usually a pretty high win rate, but most people don't buy it because, honestly, imagine how difficult it is to buy a Deathcap second item in most games, right? Yet Veigar does it all the time. Oh, goodness. I don't know if there's any way I can help these guys. They seem super dead. Use this one, but I don't think Kha'Zix noticed. Ooh, but you got her, though. And I got an assist? Oh, that's, like, okay. I mean, they got dove pretty hard. I got hit by Lee Sin Q. I should have never let him hit me. That was, like, the biggest mistake of that fight. That's still, like, an okay fight overall, though. We'll just build our next last chapter. So we get our Actualizer pretty soon. Why'd I say next last chapter as if I already built one? I guess I'm kind of used to building it occasionally on Zoe just to try it out. I didn't really see for Cage. Maybe Cage also is very spammable with Actualizer going on. Being able to use Cage even 2 times inside of a fight should be pretty ridiculous. I just want first strike if that's possible, but missed. Yeah, 1 second, dude. I don't have my cage. I can't catch him without cage. I'm so useless. My champion is not something that can really do anything versus people who are fast. Nice, free stack. 2 free stacks, I guess, because he walked into it. Still stacking fine. Probably can't get this guy very easily. I don't think it's really worth even attempting to kill him in the first place. I think that it will go bad. Most of the team just died. I don't really know how, but bad stuff just happened. You made yourself run out of mana. Cool. I was hoping he would not get enough mana to use this either. I maybe could have killed him, but it's whatever. We'll just back away, be grateful that I was able to almost get them. Top lane's losing a little bit. I'll just TP back mid for now. Let's buy a Dark Seal as well because just super cost-effective item. Got some first strike money for myself. Shouldn't be too difficult to go versus these guys, but Jinx, I guess, can't probably deal with that Sylas very well, so she unfortunately got caught. Oh my goodness, that did crazy massive damage. Too bad the Lee Sin kind of kicked me away in such a way that made it kind of difficult to get back into that fight, huh? Oh, he stunned himself. Awkward. He still might be able to kill my teammate, though. I just get him with my ultimate in the end. Yeah, Jinx wants to go mid badly. It's understandable. We can allow her to do that. You know what? Maybe I should stick around just for a second, because I'm kind of getting a little bit worried again about whatever it is going on topside, and maybe there is an angle for us to, like, find another pick. Nice. Massive kill. I'm definitely gonna die here, probably. Never mind, I don't. Not yet, at least. I'm super low, but... Oh my gosh, dude. They're missing so many abilities. This guy is trying to go for me, too. This is so ridiculous. Massive, dude. I cannot believe it. How many things I didn't get hit by. Thank goodness. I had myself, honestly, in a strange spot, but it all worked out, and look how many stacks we have now after all of that dueling. LeBlanc might come for me. I'm gonna see if I can outplay her, because if she does something a little bit too aggressive, I might be able to straight up kill. It's dependent on if I can cage her or not. Because I do have my ultimate. Oh, no, she went top. Just kidding. Then I guess we'll just go by. Actualizer is completed. Now I can finally start building that decap that I so desperately want. A lot more even game than the previous one, that's for sure, but I feel like we've finally found a little bit of, like, ground where I'm not just getting, like, killed by Silas on repeat over and over again anymore. Really good Gragas body slam. Should be able to do this. Lee Sin is dead. Even though I don't have ultimate, I don't think that the enemy team can really deal with this. Gragas does not have TP. I was kind of confused about how the quest system works, like, for what he has, because top laners do get TP, but it would show on this third slot, but that actually, the lightning bolt means that his TP is actually enhanced, so that's different. I do have a needless in base that I could probably go by. There's a lot of people mid lane, and I'm guessing that they're just gonna die. Me TPing in most likely wouldn't have saved them. They just die no matter what. Sorry, guys. Woolist base here. I just want to go buy needless. I might just TP mid, honestly. Maybe I'll just TP top. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I just wasted my ultimate so badly there. My bad, Kha'Zix. She didn't go back. Wasn't able to catch that guy. That's okay, though. This guy might try to Gragas ulti me backwards. I have to be careful about that. Gragas might accidentally take my blue buff, which would suck. Yep. What do you know, dude? He accidentally took my blue buff. I should have used my cage earlier. Darn. Although that's kind of hindsight. She might have never went back in. We're just going to lose mid, but we can probably defend this afterwards. I'm caging. Oh, man. Wow, the Rift Herald doesn't really deal much damage to turrets anymore. Did they, like, change it? Nice pick by the enemy team. Okay, it's time for me to leave. Probably shouldn't be taking Jinx's farm so frequently. I'll go around this way because this guy's kind of far up. I do want that cannon, though. Used Actualizer to try to deal some burst, but it kind of didn't really deal... Oh, wait, that's Baron. There's no way for me to get there in time, is there? Let's go Medjai's this game. Be a bit greedy. Oh, wow, they got off of it. Maybe it just takes too long. I should take this. It's faster. Ooh, nice. If Pyke immediately ultied after I hit him, we probably could have killed, but... Very nice fight. Very good. My Actualizer's back up if somebody's gonna come for me, but I guess Garen's kind of one that I probably don't want to be fighting because he's a bit too tanky. We have 310 stacks at 21 minutes. This is really, really, really good. This is a really ridiculous amount of stacks for this early on. You usually, this is about 15 per minute. When you get to the 15 per minute threshold that is, like, getting into, like, the god tier Veigar runs where you can get an unbelievable amount of AP. If you get, like, 17 stacks per minute, you basically are in the, like, super, super god run that is so rare that it's unlikely that it's ever going to happen at, like, within, like, the next, like, 20 or so games that you play him. It's, like, 1 in 20 games. The 15 is, like, 1 in 10, probably. Darn, I'm probably just dead, huh? If I burn my flash, I think I still die. I predicted that the Sylas was going to land chain because he went super, super hard, right? So I just threw down everything on top of myself and then just popped my ultimate. Although my Actualizer didn't go off, which was strange. I was wondering why he didn't. I was like, wow, Actualizer didn't one-shot him there, but maybe it just didn't go off. That's weird. The thing is that, I don't know if other players have noticed this, I feel like a lot of my buttons on my keyboard sometimes aren't going, and I don't know if it's a keyboard issue or if it's a League of Legends issue, but I swear I feel my finger press a button, and for items, there should be no reason that Actualizer doesn't work because it's something that should be used. I guess, I wonder how they coded it. Okay, anyways, my thought process that might have just happened in my head is that if you didn't know, you can't pop Zhonya's while you're in the middle of casting something. It actually has to, like, wait for the end of the cast. So I don't know if Actualizer is the same way, and if I'm in the middle of casting my E, which has a, like, long animation, if for some reason it's coded in such a way that you're technically not able to use your items like a Zhonya's, that'd be really stupid. But that could be something that actually is true. Huh. The LeBlanc showed up for just a moment. No, don't go for me, please. I literally panicked to use my Actualizer because of the fear that I was having versus them when they were running at me. Man, I have a full death cap in base. Oh my gosh, dude. Not them just running away like that. I probably just need a flash here, but I might still be screwed. I already knew that I was screwed as soon as I was caught out. The thing is that they're just, like, looking for picks over and over again, and as soon as I walk the way that I did, there's no way out if I get caught by LeBlanc, plus Pyke can't help me. But that's my own fault for putting myself into that position. I should have backed off when my E was down, because that's the thing that gives me extreme safety. That would have been the best thing to have. Death cap is finally completed. This now hits for 1300 damage. When I use Actualizer for 20% more, that's obviously going to hit pretty dang hard because that adds just about 450-ish damage to it or so. And then, of course, as I get higher AP, it'll get even crazier. Gold gen from my first strike is surprisingly higher than I expected. 650 is pretty decent. They got Baron. Not much that we could do about that because I died. We did get the bot lane, though. They don't really have much magic resist, so I don't really know what I want to go as my next item. I could just go like a Zhonya's or something. Shadow Flame, Void Staff is still, like, surprisingly good even if they don't have much MR. You'd be very shocked. Killed one. I'm probably gonna die here. I did get to kill the LeBlanc who went in because she just W'd on top of my stuff. I did not expect to just be collapsed on from every single angle from such a position there. That was crazy, bro. We actually have 0 vision control. I don't know if that's because Pyke just is not using his wards, or maybe we are overstepping myself before he can do anything. I'll just say that that was, I guess, my fault for overextending, even though it didn't feel like I was. We should just stand back and just let them shove. That would be a better play. I just felt safer than I thought that I was, I guess. Maybe I just go Banshees. Let's just build a Needless, and we'll just build this into something eventually. I'm not sure what I want yet, but we can decide later on. We don't have any TP flank forward, so I can't really do anything with my TP right now. The team is for some reason chasing when they shouldn't be. That's okay, though. Because we don't need to, like, chase them after. Just back off. It's okay. Wow. Garen doesn't get CC'd when I has his W up because the tenacity is too OP. The Gragas ultimate kind of knocked the Garen towards our teammate instead. That's okay, though. We can't catch this guy. I'm just going to let Jinx farm top because I have nothing better to do. I'll try to farm bot since Silas was shoving it. Okay, that guy just burned his flash on me, so yeah. Doesn't seem like a very easy way for me to get into him. Oh. Yeah, I can't get him, brother. Is this game over from that chase? I don't know. Oh, Gragas is stalling for such a good amount of time here. That's good. Oh, we probably lose inhib, but not the game. I guess I need to stop chasing with the team because it seems that if I can't pick, then there's no way. Wow, do we not lose inhib maybe? We still have plenty of opportunities to be able to win only because my champion, of course, can be one team fight equals instant dub if I get one combo off on an important person. And then, of course, what's kind of nice is that Veigar, of course, has so much AP that when we start taking turrets, we take them immediately. One thing that I did notice about this season is that you can be on the losing side. I wouldn't say that we're really losing. This is a pretty even game, but you can be hard losing in other games. In one team fight, you instantly win, it's GG. Like, it's crazy how fast a game can turn around to an instant Nexus take. Because it feels like towers melt so fast once you're able to hit them. Yeah, Kha'Zix is like going for something, but it doesn't feel like we're like on the same page about doing something together. It feels more like we're just like doing our own thing. I don't know what that was. Okay. Why did he go over there? That was very strange. Lee Sin's kind of tanky now. Pike, you really not gonna help me get vision here, bro? I killed the Aphelios and traded 1-for-1, even though that Lee Sin just committed every single resource to get me there. Silas accidentally got himself killed because he went underneath turret too far, so I did my job, which is if I'm going to be the person getting initiated on that hard, I still managed to take somebody down with me, and it was definitely one of their most important members, because that Aphelios kind of is a big menace with his damage. Jinx really does absolutely no damage right now, does she? I feel like it's because she doesn't have Last Whisper, but at least she was able to slow him down enough with like red buff and her W's to still like catch him though. Oh wait, she's not ever gonna build Last Whisper. She already has like full crit. Wow. I don't know if I agree with that type of build, but okay. No Last Whisper is a bit crazy to me. Man, Actualizer's on the same key that I use my Zhonya's on. You know what? Screw it. I'll just build Shadow Flame. I'll just do Shadow Flame tech. I'd probably go Void Staff next. This sells for an okay amount. We see them bot side, kind of. $2,800, right? No, it's 3,000. I need 600 gold. You know, maybe the Magi is not even worth holding on to. I could have sold it for another item that maybe could have been better, huh? Whoa, what? Dang, the flash. I still don't have enough to purchase it if I wanted to. I have to go top because I have TP. Dragon's coming up in its soul, but soul does take a while for them to do. Oh wait, I actually have my item after this, but I bet my team's gonna fight at the moment that I leave. TPing in. That guy's dead. W still hit him with Actualizer still on. Okay, apparently she was just standing still. Okay, that was a pretty goofy kill. Oh my gosh. Literally just threw W into a brush and it hits for 1700. Yeah, imagine if I got this up to 2000 damage, so then it would deal an extra 800. Or, no, 800, what am I saying? 400, jeez. So it'd be 2400 from just W and nothing else. Oh, I don't one-shot those, though? Let's buy Blue Pot. 1300 AP. Not that it matters anymore for, like, how much gold I'm gonna be generating for my stuff anymore. I probably should not, take my teammates' jungle camps. There's no reason. Oh my goodness. The amount of damage that my ultimate did there was nuts. They're trying to clear the wave because they know that if they can't clear, it might get kind of difficult to defend this. Really? Are we positive that we want to just leave like this? Okay. Huh. If I sell boots, I could buy another item. Do I want to? Nah. I think it's probably best to just hold on to what I have now. The only thing that matters is just finding a good cage pick, honestly. We can do that. We can always win. We already lost my mid. What on earth are we doing, boys? I got one. Double cage, got two. Got three. Big. She can't stop this. GG. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the game 2 of the Actualizer Veigar. I wish that you could see how much damage it did, but unfortunately, they don't have that type of statistic on this, so... But yeah, I really wish, man. I'm so curious how much it does. Did 60k damage, which is pretty good. Generated 1.1k, and yeah, so stay tuned for Arena. Otherwise, see you guys later. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the Veigar in Arena. We are starting off with some prismatic augments that all kind of suck, so I'm going to take Orbital Laser. I really am not the biggest fan of this item, but the thing is that it kind of synergizes somewhat okay with my cage, because how it works is that you will shoot an ion cannon, boom, like it will show an area, and eventually it will drop down this beam that does magic damage over time, but it also does 30% max HP upon the initial hit. And obviously it's kind of huge, and my cage can be useful to like lock them down in it. So the idea is to just like utilize it in a way to catch them with it. If I wanted to use it on this guy, darn, I couldn't get the other one. My ion cannon's coming back though. Dude, I think that I could have carried that. Oh well, nice try. Oh, darn, man. Oh! Nice! Okay, my teammate has something that does not make him useful until later on. He has Prismatic Egg, which only can be stacked up to 2 times per round, by the way. You cannot do it 3. And whenever he finishes it, he'll get a free Prismatic item. So right now, it literally does nothing, and Prismatics are usually very, very powerful. So for him to literally have nothing means that's a huge deal for us to have to carry him. Because, I mean, usually Prismatics will always be so game influential that they can kind of win the game on their own, depending on if it's like a crazy synergy with your champion plus other stuff going on, and he has nothing like that. Nice, it chose me. Cassio allows us everybody to like buy an item rather than boots here, which means that we can just probably buy a Rod of Ages, because Rod of Ages allows us to just get a higher level early on. And being a little bit tankier is kind of nice too. I'm wondering if I should honestly just go Tank Gar and just go extremely just high HP and just try to kill people with the laser. I don't know if that's worth it or not, but I'm somewhat open to doing it. Is there any way to make Orbital Laser even better? There's a silver augment that makes your augments even stronger, I guess. And that would be kind of nuts to get, because this has 0 scaling. This just does damage, and It means that even tanky characters are pretty good with it. They have flash, they have exhaust. Yikes, dude. Them having both flash is tragic. They'll flash out. I already know that they will. You know, the cooldown on this isn't that bad. There's no way to win this. I don't know why he's going forward. Boom. Hey, what the heck, dude? Not like this. I'm gonna, like, die before I can even res him. I was hoping to help get at least one kill for him. I don't mind losing early game rounds. I don't want to be losing with my teammate having something that is so dang bad, though, unless he is able to, like, win some kills. Like, just get some kills so we can, help him. I'm gonna be so upset if, he just never can finish it. I've lost a lot of games with this augment and also having my teammates have this augment where we lose and get last place without even it triggering a single time. So that's why I am very concerned about that. Extremely fearful. Cruelty's okay. I feel like I'd rather have something else, but I don't really have many choices here. I think I would want something that gives me CDR, and this does. So I'll take that. We're versus a Leona. I mean, they will take a pretty ridiculous amount of damage inside of this thing. And a Karthus. The Karthus needs to probably be the person that gets caught the most. My teammate has Gale Force. If we won this round or got 2 kills, we could be able to generate a lot. We just win this. Nice win, dude. And my teammate gets a free prismatic item now. Big. Very, very convenient. You know, this orbital laser thing is kind of nuts with Veigar. Maybe it's S tier? I don't know if it would be S plus tier, but maybe S. Because I don't really know how useful it's going to be as people start building magic resist, because the 30% true damage is nice and all, but how am I going to be able to deal that much when the scaling on this only goes up to 1.5k, and that just does as much damage as like my W will be dealing later on. It's not really that crazy. Does Nasus have Raid Boss or something? Okay, so these guys honestly do have quite a bit of magic resist already. So I guess I can just build an immediate Void Staff just so I actually deal damage to them. Otherwise, I'm just never going to be able to deal anything. You want Pyromancers? Huh. I wonder if Pyromancers is good on Jace. Seems kind of strange. Oh. Did you just sell it and buy another? No, wait. You have another. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wow, you have a lot of items now, don't you? They're just gonna heal themselves back up to full, probably. Not much that we can really do about it. Jace should definitely not be going in. Just play patient, wait for my next thing, because otherwise we just lose. No, I can't help you here, bro. I'm sorry. They're just gonna continue going for the plants, so we'll just go for this one. This one down here. Don't go for them. It's not worth it. Aw, dang, this is bad now. Well, they did have flash, so honestly this was probably just gonna be a loss regardless. Unless I can get my orbital beam going, there's probably no chance. Oh, the Zac Yumi is just gonna run away forever. Well, I decided to reroll just for fun to see if I could find the augment that made it so my augments deal more damage, and I did get to find it. Which is cool, I guess. So now it does 30% more damage. For it to deal a tremendous amount more, I would have to have a really high amount of AP, of course. Interesting. That's a very unique mechanic. My teammate dies so fast, it's okay. I mean, I did the best that I could. I don't really got much that I can help you with. He just kind of dies very quickly. My orbital laser was pretty useless, sadly, because the first time that I used it, she had Blade Waltz, which just immediately made her jump out of it, which is something that I guess I just should have realized from the very beginning. It's alright, though. It's not actually alright, but we'll just say, oh, it's alright, and just move on to the next round and just hope that we can make it work. Death Cap can increase my AP by a substantial amount. Otherwise, I could just go for Azanya's, because honestly, we're probably going to get initiated on, and I could maybe just try to use it on top of myself to keep myself alive. Magic Pen is probably the best thing here. We probably want to be using the beam before the cage goes down too, huh? I think I'm doing the opposite, which is also kind of bad. Well, I got feared before anything could be used there, which is sad, but I just made her waste her ability. Well, it turns out that they just got completely crushed. Wow, that was like not even close to being difficult. I don't even know why we won that so hard, but okay. Apparently she just got so scared about the thing that she just didn't even walk into it. The damage that it did is so bad, but it's because it didn't hit anybody, really. But hey, it did have a huge use of, like, preventing her from wanting to go in, though. If only Orbital Laser also just, like... Oh, yeah. You know, if I had, like, Killing Time or something, Killing Time makes it so damage is stored. That would be crazy. That would be nuts if I got that. Too bad there's no items that increase the amount of damage that your augments deal. That would also be nuts. Force of Entropy would be kind of nuts too, but I can't really get that. I'm putting more points in my cage rather than my W. Magic Pen. I think we just take that and just hope for the best. This guy does have a tremendous amount of AP that we're about to face. She has 1.5k AP. Plus Nasus, who is a raid boss. Can these guys even lose, really? Aw, dang. She actually moves in such a strange pattern that it honestly made it so I just messed up bad, but oh well. At least I'll be able to drop down my orbital before I die as a last-ditch effort to see if I can make it so my teammate can get a kill afterwards. Because we're not out of the game even after this. And I'm just trying to get him closer to his prismatic egg. He still needs another stack of it. We might have been able to win the round if I played it a little bit better, but playing versus people that have flash is just so difficult. If they didn't have flash there, we probably would have won because I trapped her. I trapped her in my orbital laser the first time. I just needed to do that one more time. Oh well. It is what it is. I don't think that the portals are necessarily good for us. It's probably better to have this Samira one that doesn't really do too much. Because more portals means more ways of them maybe being able to escape if they're standing next to one from my beam. Your team gains additional stuff from juice. Okay. I'll juice up. And hope for the best. Get ability haste. Did you just sell all of your items and buy new ones? Whoa. Is that good? Oh my gosh. Okay, his whole entire build is shifted. It feels like it's better, but he is very squishy though. What? Why won't that guy die? Like, what is going on? Damn, I could have Zanya'd. Oh, wait, we win. Yo, nice dub, dude. Guess what? You're about to get another prismatic, too. That's huge. Good stuff. He popped off. I mean, this augmented power thing is kind of dealing quite a bit now. When I get to land it a little bit. You saw how quickly the, not Ramus, Skarner got shredded. I bet that we never can get through this Zax stuff, though. The shielding is probably too much. We are versus first place. If we beat these guys, it would be a miracle, probably. Yeah. She doesn't have flash. That's a huge deal. If I can somehow trap her, that's the best possible chance that we have of winning this. Otherwise, we lose. We have to somehow keep her locked down. Holy crap. Are they not gonna just come back with anything? Do they not have anything? We beat first place. The orbital laser worked! Why do we have so many Kappa juices? Uneven pot. Wait. Your team gains additional. Does it... When my teammate buys a pot, does it give it... Wait, no. I still have this. Do the juices not go away if you don't die? I'm so confused. What? Do I not understand these? Damn, interesting. I don't remember buying any, but okay. Interesting. Fortune shard. Health and size. Take fortune. Let's just pot up, honestly. I'll just use every single pot here. We got all of the juices. What is nice is that one of the juices, by the way, do give us more magic pen, which means that my orbital beam is going to deal more. I don't know why I'm looking at that. That doesn't show it. This 15% magic pen. These guys are about to get kicked out. She's probably using her thing. Damn, I just really made him panic ult. Nice. Huh. They just walked straight into all of my abilities and took so much damage. Good stuff, good stuff. I imagine that this did literally 0. Too bad I don't have any, like, items that benefit from augmented power to make it even stronger. What could I even go? I mean, obviously I know what I could go, like Ludens and stuff. You know what would be interesting? If I bought Malignance and am able to press R while my beam is going off, technically it will put a massive field underneath them, and that is going to be something that would get increased and also shred magic resist further. Otherwise, you could just go like a Liandry's and that will just like work automatically. You don't even need to like do anything special. But I feel like the Malignance might be a better choice. Dude, is there any way that anybody's ever going to beat this Zac? Because, oh, we're top 4. Nice. Top 4 is technically a win, in a way. We can have more health, but deal less damage. We can make it so Mark's Mage deals a significant amount of damage with auto attacks. I guess I'll take it. Potting up. We are versus the super OP Zac guy, so yeah. Huh. Literally does 0 damage, dude. There's no freaking way. Sorry. There's, no chance of us ever winning this round ever. Also because when Zac, like, respawns, it counts as a win, so that's another big thing. Like, it does a decent amount at the beginning, but then it does absolutely nothing afterwards because he's just way too tanky. But that's just the name of the game versus them. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That is probably going to be it for me for the Veigar attempts of Arena. It was a pretty unique one. Says that I got 3rd. So see you guys later. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Wow, another Yuumi. I guess Yuumi versus Yuumi is how it is. All right, bye.